Hachette Audio presents The Paris Orphan. Written by Natasha Lester. Read by Monia Ayachi, Merritt Hicks, Katherine Littrell, and Johnathan Mcclain.
To Rebecca Saunders, publisher extraordinaire, whose belief in me is the greatest gift any writer could have. Thank you. Part 1. Jess. 1. New York, September, 1942. Jessica May turned on her famous smile and raised her arm aloft, her movements as repetitive as those of the riveters and welders and all the other jobs women were doing these days, except that she wasn't in a factory and she wasn't wearing overalls. Instead, she stood on a white platform, backdropped by a brilliant autumnal sky, wearing a white silk dress, bridal in length. It was designed to cling to the front of her body, helped along by the fans blowing over her, and then billow behind her in the artificial breeze, goddess-like. A white cape tied at her neck rippled too, adding to the celestial effect. 2 large American flags fluttered proudly beside her, and her outstretched arm made it appear as if she might declaim something important at any moment. But that was also part of the make-believe, since when did a model have anything momentous to say about patriotism and war? Once upon a time, she'd marched passionately in the streets of Paris protesting against fascism, first as its vile ideology swept through Spain, then as it turned Italy and Germany into grotesqueries. Now, Jessica May was simply the figurehead of a ship. Or Tony Frizzell, the photographer, would make her into one after the photograph had been cropped and manipulated in just the right way for the cover of Vogue, a cover that would be as galvanizing as everyone needed it to be in late 1942. Nobody would ever know that there was no ship, no water, no sea breeze, no goddess. Just a few props in a field in upstate New York, beside a herd of cows with quizzical eyes chewing over the interruption to their ordinarily pastoral outlook. Tony asked her to rearrange her face, to look solemn, to respect the flag and the men and her country and the fighting. Jess did as she was asked. "Perfect," Tony said soon after. "I don't need any more." So Jess stepped off the platform, batting away the wardrobe assistant who wanted to help her.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?